All right, good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG, for Wednesday, September 1st. This is week 1,459 weeks that AREG has been on the air. At week 1461, in just 2 more weeks, it will be 28 years that AREG has been on the air. My name is Chuck, and my station is located here in East End, Hamilton, below the escarpment. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John Sims, VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430 megahertz. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. And this should not discourage you from participating, and it may even encourage some of you to improve your stations. While keeping in mind that relaying communication has a long history in amateur radio, we encourage the practice for asking for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you also please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. May I now have check-ins for this week's AREG?
Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey.
VA3AXK. VE3GBD.
All right, very good. Picked up 3 stations there. Let's start off with VA3IMW. Good evening, Mac. How are you?
I am wonderful. And good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. Another Wednesday rolls by. This one's very special because it's September 1st. So unofficially, the summer's behind us, and we're going to get ready to hunker down for the cooler weather. But speaking of weather, absolutely gorgeous out today. Couldn't ask for better. And I think everybody was really looking forward to some average temperatures where we're not too hot, not too cold. And you're able to get outside and do a little tinkering with this, that, and the other. So after work, I got a little bit of grass cut and some things along those lines. Tended to my dearly beloved tomato plants. Still plucking some really beautiful fruit from those vines. But it's always nice to have vine ripened tomatoes at the ready. And I'm going to listen along for the duration. So we'll see what happens. Maybe KCI is going to pop in. I'll keep my ears open for that. And any other stations that we need to give some help. So keep up the good work, Chuck. I'm here with you for the evening. You're stuck with me now, buddy. VA3IMW.
All right there, Mac. Very good, very good. And yes, you're absolutely right. Unofficially, summer is now over. And now we got to start getting the yard and the home ready to hunker down, like you said. Very good. Okay. Also, we are streaming live on YouTube for those of you who'd like to join us online. Just put my call sign in, VA3CJZ, in the YouTube search box. And we are live, AREG week 1459. Yeah, very good. All right. Thank you, Mac. Let's go to Rick, VA3AXJ. Good evening, Rick.
Good evening, Chuck. Yeah, just not too much going on right now. I just got all the windows down, and all the air conditioners shut down, and enjoying the coolness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Big change in temperature. I know I'm enjoying it. It's much more pleasant now to be outside. And I even have to put a shirt on. I spend most of the summer shirtless over here at the house. So, very good. Rick, anything new and exciting? You all ready for your passport?
Anything that's ever going to happen? It's a good idea. but oh, Mr. Ford there, he's kind of dragging his feet.
Yeah. When this first broke out, I thought he was doing a pretty good job, and then you start hearing, long-term care homes have been on the back burner for years. Ford hasn't really cared much about them, and now it's starting to snowball. Uh, I think it's another politician who'll be retiring next election there.
Yeah, I don't get into politics that often, but yeah, you're right. They promise you the world, and you know what happens then.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Rick. Well, you're going to stick around with us then, so we'll get back around to you there. Okay, next on the list, who do we have? VE3GBD, George.
Hello, Chuck. Had a busy day today, working on the pool, doing yard work. Me like you. This is the first night I've actually wore a t-shirt. I've always been shirtless.
Yeah, well, it's comfortable, man. What can I say? Summertime, enjoy it, because then in the winter you're putting layers on all the time. I doubt very many people, unless they have free heat in their household, though I doubt they've got it cranked up enough to walk around in a shirtless, anyways.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like the first caller was talking about his tomatoes. Oh man, I've been getting some beautiful tomatoes off my vine.
Oh yeah, we have the cherry tomatoes, two plants of those, so they're just like they're falling off. You can barely keep up with picking them there now. So good time to make sauce.
Absolutely. I love those things for munchies. My
Oh
neighbor
yeah.
always gives me a bunch.
Oh, aren't they? I love just getting a knife, slicing them down the middle. If I don't eat it whole, um, and pour a little bit of salt on there, and oh, it's yummy. That and cucumbers, good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My one favorite is celery and the cheese whiz.
Oh yeah. Well, that's different. Well, there's all kinds of stuff out there. You'd be surprised, and until you try it, you won't know. But I saw, what was it, on Facebook? I think I saw mustard and ketchup flavored ice cream. I'll pass.
I'll pass on that as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay, George. Well, you're going to stick around too, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be here for the duration.
Okay, very good then. Well, let's see who else is out there who'd like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the YouTube search box, VA3CJZ. Okay, let's see who else would like to check in.
V3BMO.
VA3XLJ.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
VE3 Lima Delta Zulu.
Okay, I think I got everybody there. BMO, XLJ, VAD, and LDZ. All right, we'll hold it there and go and say hello to Pierre. He made it in. Good evening, Pierre. VE3 BMO.
Good evening there, Chuck, and everybody else here on that. Nothing really to report. I think I'm going to be up for a while tonight. Got day off tomorrow. And, yeah, I'll let the channel roll there, Chuck. Sounds like you got a few.
Yeah, no worries. We're here for 2 hours, no biggie. Uh, so you think you'll be able to stick around for a little bit, eh?
Yeah, I might be here for an hour. You never know.
All right, very good then. Anything new and exciting with you?
Nah, not really. Pretty much got a day off tomorrow. I'm gonna go four-wheeling up St. William's way.
Have you tried out your new flatboard yet?
Actually, yeah, I did, and they're pretty hard to stand on. Good for the leg muscles.
Yeah, you're using muscles you haven't used in a while, I bet.
Oh yeah. Basically, I wanted it for fishing off of, playing around and catching my RC boats when I wipe them out a good distance out. Other than that, yeah, it's all right. It serves its purpose, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'd be great to use to go out and go get stuck lures too when you're fishing.
Yeah, it would be. But I was thinking up by Turkey Point, Long Point, and all that in the inner bay there, fishing around the weed beds where you can't get with the boats, right?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. Like fishing in the swamp. All you need is a pole and push yourself off the bottom there, and oh yeah.
Right? That's what I was thinking. They're pretty thick canvas too, so it should work out all right.
Yeah, except when you land the big one and you get off balance and you fall in.
Yeah, but when you're sitting on it, the thing's pretty solid. It's more solid than a friggin' canoe, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I think I'd be straddling the board there and just sitting down on there. A lot more stable when you're lower to the board.
Oh yeah, they have you can buy a seat that goes on them too, eh? It clips onto the rings and stuff. But anyways, Chuck, I don't want
Yeah.
to tie up the net here. Go ahead to the next person, and I'll catch you next round. B3 BMO.
All right, very good, Pierre. Okay, well, let's go down to Vanya. We haven't heard Vanya in a while. I think you've been working nights for a month. Welcome, VA3XLJ.
Hello, everybody. Net. I hope everyone is doing well. I was working all kinds of shifts, and I didn't get the last 2 weeks. I was working actually days. I'm on the nights right now, but as I said, they cut the guy from the area, so there's only two of us now versus three. And I would come home tired, and really, there's not much energy left in me to come down in the basement and talk to you guys. But I certainly did try to watch here and there the bits and pieces on the YouTube, and but it was kind of busy last few weeks. So hopefully, going forward, it's gonna be a little bit, I say, easier or whatever. I'm gonna be here more often. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm gonna just give you the quick check. I'm gonna be running up and down from the basement up to check on the kids and the wife. So I'll talk to you guys maybe a little bit later.
Okay, Vanya. Yeah, you go take care of your husband and fatherly duties, and we hope to catch you back here again when you get a chance. Nice to hear you in there, Vanya. Thank you for taking the time out to check in with us. Great signal, by the way. Full strength, great audio. So whatever you're doing, don't touch it. Okay, let's go to the next person on the list, and that would be Arpad, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Welcome, Arpad.
Hello, Chuck. Good evening to you and everybody else on the net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, checking in from Hamilton, Ontario. And everybody who I heard since I turned on, coming loud and clear. Everybody's doing a good job, by the way. And I'm having supper and at the same time talking on the radio device here. And this radio, what I'm usually running the net now, the ICOM IC9100. I made some measurements yesterday because I dropped off a brand new power supply to Mr. Huey because he had some issue with his Olinco one. And my recommendation for everybody: do not buy a switching power supply. I gave him a nice big MFJ power supply, big heavy one, and that's working very well. So he's a happy camper. But as I mentioned at the net time, he got his COVID-19 shot, so he's a little bit slow today. He doesn't feel very well, and what I noticed this 9100 on standby, just to listening on standby, even with the audio off, it's drawing about 3 amp of power, and that seems to be it's a hog on on power, and especially when you're planning to use some solar panels or whatnot. The radio on standby is 3 watts. Just to compare, my ICOM 7100 using only half watt, 500 milliamp on receiving, and the 9100 is 3 watts. So I don't know. I find it a little bit high. Back to you, Chuck.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that before. I think the 7100 is very friendly with the power consumption, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be matter. Like right now, the radio is plugged into a power supply, so who cares? Even on standby, it's using 3 watts of power at 12 volts, so it's not that bad. But when it's going to make a concern when you're going to run on a solar panel, and you don't want to waste the power for nothing. That's why when you go to the field day, for example, last field day I went to, I used the 7100 and the 2 solar panels, 40 watt solar panels, so 80 watt, and they for 2 days, 48 hours, it was working very, very well. And I started with a fully charged battery, and I ended up with a fully charged battery. So it was quite good because the radio wasn't using that much power. Yeah, so that's the only thing. And in a case of an emergency, would make right now, who cares? It's plugged into the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so what that tells me is if you wanted to take that with you somewhere, portable, that would be the radio to take versus the other one. I don't know if you've compared other radios, but that'd be interesting to find out. I'm not sure exactly what mine does, but I think I'll put a multimeter on there and give that a check out one of these days. Okay, Arpad. Well, thank you very much for checking in. And also, I hear a young lady in the background there giving you more instruction, more information. So, anyways, anything else there, Arpad?
No, what her instruction was, because Supper is here, and she went to pick up her daughter. She's working at McDonald's. She's 16 years old, and I told her on the radio to bring me a sundae or something like an ice cream, and she brought me the ice cream, and it's melting away. It's in a plastic cup, but she says, you're talking too much, and eat. That's what she said. So anyways, thank you very much. Let me check in, and I will be standing by. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely there, Arpad. That's very good advice. Eat the ice cream before it melts. I prefer my ice cream more solid than liquid. I've seen a thing on Facebook where they posted, if you had a bowl of ice cream, would you just eat it the way it comes out? Or would you use your spoon to mash up all your ice cream and turn it into a mush? And for the life of me, I know people who like to mush out their ice cream. Personally, I don't do that. But to each his own. It's your sweets. Okay, Arpad, thank you very much. Again, great signal, great audio from your location to mine. Next, let's go down to Larry, VE3 Lima Delta Zulu. Good evening, Larry. Welcome.
Oh, good evening, Chuck and everyone. Just not much going on here. Just chilling and relaxing tonight. Just another busy day out in the grass cutting world. Allergies are starting to kick in with this cool weather, but having a blast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hay fever is going to be upon us if it isn't already. I had that when I turned 18 years old. I suddenly became allergic to ragweed, and I suffered for years. And then it slowly dissipated. Now I hardly ever feel it. Just a little runny nose here and there, but not like before. I couldn't breathe. I had to buy those nasal strip bandages that have like a little metal, uh, tiny metal in the band-aid there to help open up the nostrils, the sinuses. I mean, because it was just terrible.
Oh yeah, it's almost like the winter time, eh? You get that, you're out there shoveling snow and you get that runny nose and it just keeps going and going and going and your eyes get all itchy. My wife was blaming it on the dog. You got allergies to the dog. And I'm like, no, not anymore. I grew out of that.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it would lock up my sinuses. I couldn't breathe, couldn't smell. It just like, and that's why I bought those strips, so I could sleep at night. Because if you lay the right way, the one sinus opens up good. And anyways, yeah, it was terrible for years. I'm so glad I don't suffer from that anymore. Just once in a while, I guess, when it's really, really strong. So, right on. Well, you ought to be enjoying the weather now there, Larry. It's much more comfortable.
Oh, yeah, we were down on the lake today. Wind, the breeze coming right off the lake. You can actually feel the spray of the water coming up, up over the hill.
Oh, yeah.
We had the ice, not the ice, the windsurfers out there today. Saw them floating around, jumping the waves and stuff. And it's kind of cool. But yeah, by this afternoon we were sweating.
Oh, yeah. Well, direct sunlight, eh? That makes a big difference. So it can be the same temperature when the sun is out, but as soon as it goes down, it feels chillier for some reason, eh? So you gonna stick around with us for a while there, Larry?
Yeah, I'll be here for a little bit. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's the 1st of September. Things are going to get interesting. I don't want to get into the politics of it too much, but things are going to start shaking a little bit. I don't even know anything about where to vote, or I haven't gotten any information on that yet. So I'm going to have to look on that. But I am voting. I am voicing my displeasure. Anyways. Okay, beautiful 21.3 outside the CJZ studios, 21.3 degrees. And it's actually 25.5 Celsius inside the shack. Okay, I'd like to remind everyone that we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the YouTube search box. VA3CJZ. We are AREG week 1459. Also, all right, well, let's see if anybody else is out there. I don't think I missed anybody on the list. Let's see if anybody else is out there who'd like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ, looking for check-ins. Okay, nothing heard. Let me know if anyone hears Art or anyone else. Let's start off with birthdays today. If you were born on this day or you know someone, they share it with Yvonne DiCarlo. She is a Canadian-American actress. Didn't know she was born in Vancouver, British Columbia. Her birthday was 1922 and passed away in 2007. You guys remember the Munsters? Well, that was Lily. She was also in the 10 Commandments alongside Charlton Heston. So, yeah, happy Birthday in heaven to Yvonne DiCarlo. Rocky Marciano was born 1 year later on this day, 1923. Rocky Marciano, American boxer, undefeated world heavyweight champion from 1952 to 1956, born in Brockton, Massachusetts. Died in 1969 at the age of 46. Boxcar Willie was born on this day, 1931. His real name is Travis Martin. He was a soldier, a singer. He sang King of the Road. Born in Ellis County, Texas. Died in 1999. Lily Tomlin was born on this day in 1939. She's an American comedian and actress. She was in Laugh-In and a bunch of movies. She was born in Detroit, Michigan. Still alive and kicking. Okay, well, we'll drop. Let's see if anybody else is out there would like to join us for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton below the escarpment. Any new check-ins, please come now.
VE3FJJ.
Okay, I heard VE3FJJ. I'm not sure, but I think there might have been someone else underneath you there. Any other stations? Come now.
Yeah, KCI Relay.
Very good, very good. Thank you. We'll put VE3KCI. And Flynn, if you want to just hang in there for a second. Mac, if you could please relay good evening to Art. And we do not have the 2-meter directional antenna in line this evening. I had changed it around and forgot to put it back in line tonight. So ask Art how he's doing, please.
Roger that. VA3KCI, this is VA3IMW on behalf of VA3CJZ. Chuck doesn't have his beam working tonight, so if he's not able to hear you directly, then I'll be your conduit to happiness. Anyways, how you doing tonight, Art? And the best greetings from Chuck and everybody on frequency. Okay, so that's greetings and salutations from Art. He certainly would like to have a big fiberglass unit sticking up in the air like Chuck did, so that he'd be able to get out to everybody else. But nonetheless, he's in progress of getting over the flu, so doing better than he was last week. So Art, are you going to stick around with us for a while? Oh yes, the rocking chair, the roaring fire, a big mug of hot chocolate, and yeah, we'd all kind of fall asleep, right? Especially if you're listening to a monotone voice like mine. Roger. Okay, anything special you want to share with Chuck or anybody else on frequency before we move on? I think he's got a couple of more check-ins to move on to. Back to you.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little cold out there. I enjoyed the heat out there. I know it's starting to get a little cool out there. My phone is saying, oh no, not this again.
Yeah, we're all noticing the weather's cooling down, and it's actually kind of nice. Then, you know, get into the snugglies. There's always something you can do to get warm, but sometimes when things are too hot, they're just too hot. So, all right, Art, we'll come back around to you, and if you're still with us, then I'll reach out to you, and feel free to break in if you hear a station in there that you want to hit directly. So. Anything else? And we'll see if Chuck wants to move along.
that's okay. Couldn't keep on doing those. Looking for
BK hasn't checked in yet, but we'll keep our ears open for him and remind him to turn on his amp or whatever he needs to do to help communicate with the world. Okay, Art, you're going to take standby, and we'll hand it back to Chuck so he can carry on with a couple other check-ins. Thanks a lot, and good to hear you in there. Okay, Chuck, VA3IMW, and turn it back to net control.
Okay, thank you very much there, Mac. As a matter of fact, there I was able to pull in Art at an S3, but very, very crackly with the bacon frying big time there. But I got most of what Art was saying. Let me try. Art, are you able to copy me there? Over.
I can copy your old copy out there, but I mean, try to listen to it very carefully. Pick it up there.
Yeah. Okay. Very good then, Art. Yeah, very scratchy over here as well. Okay, sir. Nice to hear you in there. You take care of yourself and get over that bug you got that you had last week there. Okay, thank you very much, VE3KCI, and for the relay, Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey. All right, let's go down to the next person on the list, which was Flynn, VE3FJJ. Thanks for being patient, Flynn.
Hello, Chuck. No problem. Yeah, I just thought I'd key up to say hello to everybody on net that could hear me. I'm just in the storage locker, just cleaning out some storage stuff for my mom. I had a busy day moving her today, so we're hopefully this will be the last run. But I should be on the duration of the time of this. But if not, I just thought I'd just say hello to everyone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, got to help mom out. And you're coming in pretty good, usually full strength. It wavers down a little bit. Flynn, from there, you could hear yourself on the YouTube stream if you like. We are streaming this AREG net on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the YouTube search box, VA3CJZ, and we're at AREG week 1459. 1459. So you're sounding good on the portable there, Flynn. So you're still moving stuff, are you?
Yeah, we're just on the tail end right now, just at the storage locker right now. We're just at the tail end, just trying to get everything out so we don't get charged an extra day.
Yeah. Okay, where's the storage?
I'm in between actually Ottawa and Gage there, that storage place there on Barton Street.
Between Ottawa and Gage. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Very good. All right, then we'll carry on, sir, and we'll give you a shout. And if you're too busy, we'll just move along, and we'll try you again a little bit later. Thanks for checking in, Flynn.
No problem, Chuck. I will hope to talk to you guys soon. All right, I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, Victor Echo 3, Fox Juliet. Flynn on the portable. Okay, anyone else out there like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins.
VE3 mobile and VE3 PDL.
Okay, I heard VA3OYL along with another station. That other station there, can you try again? And PDL, I did hear you.
Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Romeo Kilo, mobile.
I'm sorry, what's the suffix again? Hotel Alpha Kilo?
That's Hotel Romeo Kilo.
Threw me off there. Okay, very good. And VE3 PDL as well. Okay. Well, let's go to Deb and say hello to VA3 OYL.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Not much going on here tonight. It was a nice day. Got to sit outside for a little bit. I had a doctor's appointment, so that took up some time today. And I know your question will be, did you play with the radio and how's the radio? I haven't played with the radio at all. I didn't even turn it on all week.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that happens, I get those moments as well where, I don't want to talk for days. I'll just listen. And yeah, well, also if you're busy doing other stuff, that takes precedence.
For sure. But I'll get around to it. The radio's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and the conditions seem to be improving. I think from the summertime. I think the conditions are getting better. I was just looking at the QRZ.com page there when I logged on last. It said the solar flux index was at 84, and the sunspots was 37. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I missed one or two contests that would have been interesting, but that's okay. There'll be more contests as well.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was going to announce that there. I was just looking on contestcalendar.com and noticed, oh, by the way, there's a straight key contest there if you want to practice on your CW. There's one starts. It started already. It's on now.
Oh, interesting. Well, it's not for me, but I may listen to get my listening skills up.
Absolutely. It's CW from 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 meters worldwide. It's the G3ZQS. Golf 3 Zulu Quebec Sierra Memorial Straight Key Contest, 2,300 hours Zulu. So it started at about 7 o'clock tonight, and it goes on for 2 nights straight. So if you're into CW, you can have that. Oh, and instead of running for the bacon, Deb, you can walk for the bacon QRP contest, and that's also CW, but for 40 meters only.
Oh, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Yeah, you gotta love that bacon. So, yeah, I haven't been as active on the contests this summer myself. And yeah, we'll get back into it.
Contact.
Winter is coming.
Absolutely. Hang on there, Deb. Contact. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hello. I apologize for interrupting you guys. VA3XLJ here. Chuck, can you just do me a small favor? Can you try, I forgot the name, Deborah, OYL lady, to ask her like how she likes that new radio of hers, and what power she's using now, because for some reason I cannot hear any of her transmission. So yeah, if you could ask her those two questions, the power and how does she likes that 991, I believe she said she got, and what I would like to know what she doesn't like about radio so far, because I'm kind of thinking or leaning going the same route as she did to get one of those.
Okay, Deb, I don't know if you heard that, but Vanya, Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet, was asking, he's interested in that radio, so he's asking how you like it, and what is it so far that you're not too keen on the radio, and for some reason this evening he cannot hear you. What's your power level at?
Oh, well, I can't hear him tonight, so maybe something screwy with my antenna. Power level. Now I have to figure out how to see what power level I'm at. It must be 20 watts or 25. but don't quote me on that. And the radio, I like everything about it. The only thing is, I wish I could change some things on the display a little bit, but doesn't affect the operating of the radio at all.
Oh, okay. Must be the conditions there, Vanya. Debbie is saying she likes the radio so far. The only thing she doesn't like has nothing to do with the operation of the radio, just what she would like to see on the display. Maybe she can figure out a way to do that the more she plays with the radio. But so far, she thinks the power is around 20 watts or so. And also, she has trouble hearing you this evening. I did notice, Deb, your transmission had slight crackling over here. So I don't know if which antenna are you on, anyways.
I'm on the outdoor antenna, but well, with all that wind we had, and maybe it's rubbing on some branches or something.
Perfectly clear up here, Deb, just in case you need to know.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, PDL. And so, Vanya's on the other side of the hill, eh? He's in Stony Creek Mountain there. Is that right there, Vanya?
No, I'm below escarpment, so no, not mountain, just I guess only Stony Creek, I guess. Grays and King Road area, so close to the old Stony Creek dairy, where it was before, very close.
Oh, okay, Deb. Vanya is out by the old Stony Creek dairy, so he's not on the escarpment in Stony Creek.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have trouble getting out that way, and I'm doing 30 watts.
Okay, very good then. 30 watts there, Vanya, and so yeah, so far she likes the radio.
Thank you, Chuck. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, not a problem. My pleasure. Okay, then. Anything else before we move down the line there, Deb? You gonna stick around?
Yes, I'll be around, but I may miss a turn if the dog requires an outdoor visit.
Absolutely understandable. Okay, thank you, Deb. VA3OYL. Next on the list, thank you for waiting. Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Romeo Kilo. Joe, is it?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's Joey. I'm not too sure how well I'm being heard. Currently, I'm up on Kearns Cliff in my car in the parking lot. That's just west of Brant Street in Burlington on Dundas. I just got a cheapo Baofeng. I just recently got into VHF UHF. It's pretty neat that I can check you out on YouTube. That's smart. I'm excited to see how I hear, how I sound there. And I just got a Larson antenna on a mag mount on top of the car. So, yeah, how am I coming in there?
Oh, hey, Joey. Yeah, name here is Chuck. And pleased to meet you. I'm located near Center Mall in Hamilton in the East End there. I'm about 2 blocks away from there. And you're coming in full strength. And the Baofeng works great when you attach an external antenna, which is what you did. And way to go. You're sounding good here. Anyone else want to give Joey a radio check there?
Loud and clear over here, Lima Delta Zulu at the Queenston traffic circle.
Yeah, loud and clear over here. Same spot.
There you go, Joey.
Hey, Chuck, it's nice to meet you too. And yeah, thanks everybody. I'm glad to hear I can be heard from that far away. I've been doing HF for about 2 years now, and so I'm excited to get into the VHF, UHF, and I'll be building a J-pole that I'm going to be putting on the roof of my house in Burlington near Dundas and Walker. So this is just my first time on the Simplex net, so it's good to hear from everybody, and then I'll be joining in hopefully every week now. So it's good to hear from everybody. Over.
All right. Glad to have you aboard there, Joey. Like I said, you can always play back the net that we stream on YouTube. Just enter in my call sign, VA3CJZ. And tonight, it's AREG week 1459 that you'll be looking for. So thank you very much, sir. We'll be here till 10 o'clock. If you're still around, we'll once we go around the list, we'll get back to you and give you a shout out, see if you're going to be there.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll be driving around a bit, so just checking out how the reception sounds around Burlington. So thanks. Talk to you soon.
Okay, not a problem. Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea. Drive around, find how far you can go with still a good signal coming in. And yeah, very good. All right, there, Joey in Burlington at the moment on a portable in his vehicle. Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Romeo Kilo. Let's do another call out and see who else is out there like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins.
See that Mac, how he skipped right by me? It just, well, we'll look for somebody else instead.
That's what happens when you get old.
I know, eh? Only been 60 for a couple of days, and I'm already getting shunned.
Oh, you're funny. And I'm sorry, I apologize. My computer actually froze up when I entered the last gentleman's call sign in. And so once the computer came back, I forgot to add you. I do apologize. Well, let's go to the top of the hill and say hello to VE3PDL.
Man, computer's fault.
I know, eh, Mac? Look at that, everybody. Chuck kicking me under the bus already. Only been 60 for 2 days, and I'm already getting kicked. Ouch. Boy, oh boy.
Happy birthday, Paul. I tried to get a hold of you a couple of times. You didn't answer. So, you're old now.
Thanks, Igor.
There we go. Again, I apologize there, Paul, but that was funny. And the computer did freeze up. I'm not kidding. Anyways, what's shaking?
Whoops, I keyed with you. Sorry.
What's shaking there, Paul? How'd your birthday go?
Pretty good. Shindigs this Saturday, though, but, yeah, okay, no complaints whatsoever. Great day. Good food. A bunch of family came by and stuff, so. Yep, nice. And, just throwing a bean in the pot there for you. And, Deb was sounding good up here at Crystal Clear. I hate to say it about a Yesu, but, I have to tell the truth. It sounded good. And that fella with the Bofang, Joey, I had him at 4S units here, crystal clear as well, full quieting.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you attach an external antenna to the handy talkie there. Yeah, because you're inside a metal box trying to transmit out, so it's better to put it into external antenna for sure.
Yep. Definitely got a little bit more gain than the rubber ducky, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I actually bought a little mag mount for my scanner, and I was also looking at the fact that they had the exact short antenna, just like my scanner antenna, and it was for Bofang. Like, they both looked identical, and it was like, I don't know, under $20 or somewhere around $20. So, yeah, something to think about.
Yeah, I got a little stubby antenna. It's about an inch and a half or 2 inches long. I got about 6 extra ones from that big 2 foot long one down to that short one, but that's strictly for 440.
Yeah, I've got that too. Real small stubby there. It's somewhere around here. Yeah, and then again, of course, the 15 or 18 inch long one. I'd like to get the foldable one though. That's cool. Hey, ever seen those tactical SMS antennas?
Yeah, Mickey has one of those.
Yeah, I was thinking one day maybe getting one of those.
He brought it with us when we were walking the dog a couple times, and it worked pretty good.
Oh yeah, right on. Cool. Yeah, but right now it's it's not a priority, so uh, we'll pick one up. I mean, it's not like I'm going out in the bush or anything, so don't really need it. So when I do, I'll order one.
Yep. All right, well, I'll let you pick up some more there, Chuck, and I'll be listening along for the duration. V3PDL.
All righty then. And again, sir, I apologize for the forgetting to call on you. It happens. Okay, VE3PDL up on the hill. Paul, happy belated birthday. Just turned 6 decades young. Okay, is there anyone else out there who'd like to join us for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go back to the birthdays. We weren't done yet. If you were born on this day, the last person I said was Lily Tomlin from Laugh-In, born on this day in 1939. Next on the list is Barry Gibb from the Gibbs, the Gibb brothers, the Bee Gees, born on this day in 1946 in Douglas, Isle of Man, somewhere in the UK. And then also 1946, Greg Errico, American drummer with Sly and the Family Stone from 1966 to 71. And then the Jerry Garcia Band from 74 to 84. So most people don't know that. Born in San Francisco. Billy Blanks, American martial artist playing in all the B movies. Born on this day in 1955. Billy Blanks. I cannot stand the guy. 1957, Gloria Estefan. Y'all remember the cute Gloria Estefan? Cuban-American singer, Miami Sound Machine. With the song Conga. Everybody do the Conga. Born in Havana, Cuba. Born in 1957. And then one of my favorites, Scott Bam Bam Bigelow. Born on this day in 1961. He was a WWF wrestler, born in Syracuse, New Jersey. Died in 2007, by the way. And Dr. Phil was born on this day in 1950. Any comments there?
Nothing you can say without losing your license.
You could also throw in a quick, who cares?
Bam Bam Bigelow. Okay, very good then. All right, well let's do one more shout out and see if anybody else would like to join us. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box. This is AREG week 1459, and we're looking for your check-ins. Please come now. I wonder what happened to North End Richard. I did not read anywhere that he would be MIA, but maybe he's taking a little nap and going to wake up soon. All right. Okay, well, let's go back to the top of the list and talk to our resident chef, VA3IMW, Mac.
Well, I've heard a lot of people talking about enjoying tomatoes, and I gotta say that it's the best part of the year for that. And you were talking about your cherry tomatoes coming in.
Yes.
So I planted 2 styles of tomato plants this year. A couple of early girls, and there was some more beefsteaks. But I have elevated gardens. These are corrugated stainless steel. They're about 3 feet across each, and that's to keep the little critters from chewing on the stems and getting at your fruit. But strangely enough, I've had some new plants emerge, and I said to my wife, "Hey, look, we have cherry tomatoes, and they're getting ready to ripen." We didn't plant cherry tomatoes this year, and so these the plants that were in these gardens last year reseeded themselves. So we're actually seeing a cluster of other tomatoes come up they're going to be late bloomers, but we'll be able to be picking these things long into October as long as they don't get hit by frost. And you're absolutely right. Popping those things into your mouth. The cherry tomatoes are almost like what you're going to throw in your mouth while you're picking the big size tomatoes and carting them inside. Anyways, and didn't bother with putting any cucumbers in this year, but tomatoes, and more tomatoes. Anyways, I'm going to take a standby and let you carry on, and I'll think of something wonderful for dinner, because I haven't actually planned that out yet, but as the night rolls on later, the creative juices start to flow.
Comments?
I have to say that I was kind of snickering about you and PDL talking about your little shorty antennas and stuff like that, but I'm not going to make any jokes about that. Anyways, back to you. Thanks, Chuck.
Comment.
Go ahead.
I'm going to leave the short antenna joke alone for now, but I was going to say about the tomatoes. That's funny you mentioned that, Mac. I had a tomato plant come up from last year, and they're cherry tomatoes, but they're yellow.
Oh.
And they're pretty good. They're yummy. They're sweeter than the red cherry tomatoes. Got more natural sugars in them, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Paul. The yellow grape or cherry tomatoes are not as tangy or zippy as the red ones.
Yeah, they have less acid in them, so you don't need to sprinkle any sugar in them when you're making your sauces or anything out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I left a whole carved pumpkin, and it must have had a seed in it out in the backyard last year, and this year we had a pumpkin grow out of the ground. One. There was a bunch of flowers that came. Maybe they didn't get pollinated. I don't know. But one did. And she's laying there on the ground, getting bigger every day, and just turned orange recently. So it's got a ways to go. I'll be curious to see what I end up with.
Put it out for Halloween.
Oh, you damn right. Damn right we're going to do that. And yeah, might be a gigantic one by then, but hey, whatever happens, happens.
Well, it's a tough one. We dropped a tree branch on it, and it's still kicking.
Yeah, heavy branch too. Yeah, and I told you I got the wire back up in the tree now, and seems to be working great. So thanks again for that. I needed that.
AKA Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, those pumpkins, the leaves on them are massive. They're like 24 inches long. They're huge. So they do take up a lot of real estate. Same thing with cucumbers. They're crawlers, and big leaves on those too. So yeah, man. I guess we'll be putting that pumpkin back out in the backyard when we're done. And next year we'll we'll end up with more, I think. All right, very good. That's it with the comments then.
Oh, I was gonna try to be funny and say we already got a big pumpkin on your shoulders there.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Pumpkinhead. What does Mac like to call me there? Mr. White. All I need is the orange jumpsuit.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah, apparently. So what's cooking tonight, Mac? Anything?
Not really sure, but like I'm trying to top lunch because that was really, really good. And strangely enough, we were out shopping last weekend, and my wife looked in the shelf and she says, I haven't had Velveeta since I was a kid. So we were out at Zarky's, and they had packages of Velveeta cheese slices on sale. And so she cooked up some Velveeta grilled cheese sandwiches, and we paired that up with a nice steaming bowl of tomato red pepper soup.
Oh, yeah.
And that was absolutely delicious. So I don't know how you top that flavor-wise, other than maybe it's just a bowl of gruel to take the edge off. So I'm still thinking about how to top the top.
Cold beer.
Yeah, that's what I was coming up with.
Okay, I'm already working on purging the palate, so I'm good with that.
Oh, okay. He's already got it covered there, Paul.
Oh yeah. He's a microphone drinker.
Oh, I've never heard that before. That's funny. Microphone drinker. Okay.
Drinks behind the microphone.
Yeah, Roger.
I'm sure Mac would have come up with something more skillful and more thought into it, but that's the best I could come up with on short notice.
All right, very good. Okay, anything else there, Mac, before we move along?
Yeah, what do you call a dead animal?
A dead animal?
Carry on.
Carrion. Oh.
That fits pretty good with Chuck.
Oh, yeah. I'm on the hunt for mice now. Yep. It's mouse hunting season again. All right, well, let's do one more call out before we go down the list and see if there's anyone else out there who would like to join us for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Please come now. Okay, it's 9:03 p.m. and 21.2 degrees Celsius outside the CJZ studios. Let's go and say hello to Rick if he's still there. VA3AXJ. Okay. Nothing heard. Let's go to VE3GBD. George.
Yeah, Rick had to go make a peanut butter sandwich. Just sitting here enjoying listening to the camaraderie on this radio. Love it.
Yeah, right on. I got this sound card here that has a couple of buttons that has a laugh track in it and some clapping. And so if anybody is listening to the YouTube live stream, let me know if that's coming across. Hopefully I've got it linked in with the microphones.
Yeah, Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything out in the garage to put YouTube on.
Oh, okay. Not even a phone?
No, my phone sucks.
No, you're one of those.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What did I miss?
George's phone sucks.
What's her name? I used to go to school with George. I might know her.
Easy there.
Hey, we were talking about your phone that sucks, not any female acquaintances.
That's right. That's right. Oh, well, I wonder how warm the water is in everybody's pool now that the weather has cooled down. Takes quite a while to cool the water down, but must still be pretty warm, eh, George?
Yeah, my pool is at 70 degrees.
Ooh.
Hey, George.
Yes, Paul?
I would never insult another man's wife, no matter how long it takes him to bring up some beer.
We were talking about my phone, god darn it.
Oh, yeah, right. Forgot, sorry.
It's been about a year now, hasn't it, Paul?
Oh, it's seeming like 14 years.
No, I think it's been 3 years.
Couldn't get to the mic.
You tell him, Igor. Get him.
My apologies.
So, is it a toasted peanut butter sandwich or plain?
What's peanut butter got to do with running water?
Well, all the guys are saying you have to go make a peanut butter sandwich after we called for you.
Don't let them fool you.
Okay, Rick. All good then? You're still with us?
Yeah, Roger, I'll be here for a few more minutes.
You know what his real meal is, eh, Chuck?
What?
Kraft dinner and peanut butter mixed together.
Ooh.
God, that's got to be sick.
Can't say as I've ever tried that.
Me too, but just the look of it would be foul.
Yeah. I remember the first time I tried beer and cereal. Tell you what, I was not impressed.
I've drank a lot of beer in my life, but I have never once tried beer in cereal. I've been intoxicated and had a bowl of cereal while I was having beer, but no, never combine the two together in the same bowl.
Oh, I've tried it.
Yeah, I tried it with cornflakes and it threw me off. I didn't like it.
No.
Hey, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hear Igor likes his peanut butter and macaroni in a diaper.
Okay, that's my cue. All right, we're gonna pass it back to Net Control. He can clean up that mess.
Alrighty then. Any other comments? Okay, very good then. Let's go down the list then and see if Pierre's still with us. It's been just over an hour. VE3 BMO. Didn't quite make it. All right. How about Vanya? Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet. All right. We'll hold that there. How about Arpad? See if he's still with us there or still enjoying his ice cream. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Yeah, ice cream is gone, and yeah, Kathy got the ice cream, and her daughter works there, and she's supposed to get 50% off, and she didn't get it. She paid a full price, so I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But anyways, we are going to watch a movie here. I was listening to you guys, and everybody's sounding good. And I'm going to say good night, and thank you very much for taking my call, Chuck, and you're sounding good, and everybody's doing a good job. Yeah, today I was using the 9100 with a 75 watt. No, we are on 2 meter, 100 watt. Yeah, I'm doing 100 watt with the omnidirectional antenna on the house. 73 and good night.
Okay, Arpad, 73 to you and your wife, and enjoy the movie. We just finished watching the Jungle, the Disney Jungle movie there with The Rock, and it was pretty good, so I highly recommend it.
Yeah, what's the name of the movie?
Jungle Cruise.
Okay, Kathy's going to look it up on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know if it's available for free on Netflix, but they might have it for early. What do they call that? Early release. It's very new still. But in any case, there's plenty of good movies out there to watch. I'm sure you'll find one out of the many movies that are out there. Okay, Arpad, take care, sir.
All right, 73. You guys have a good night. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. We'll be clear.
Okay, then. All right. Hey, famous people who died on this day. Jacques Cartier passes away at the age of 65 on this day in 1557. He is the French explorer who claimed what is now Canada for France. Staying with France, King Louis XIV, King of France, died in 1715. Also known as the Sun King, had the longest reign in the country, dies at the age of 76. Didn't they cut his head off or something? Okay, William Clark, American explorer, you know, Lewis and Clark. He passed away in 1838 on this day. Yeah, Lewis and Clark. Very good. All right. Let's see. We have 12 check-ins so far for tonight's AREG, week 1459. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box, and you can see us there live. Right now, we're just looking for check-ins for this evening's AREG. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. All right, let's go to Larry, VE3LDZ. You there, Larry?
Yes, sir. Just sitting here listening in, having a blast. Yep. It's funny you mentioned something about the election, the notice that you get in the mail. We got ours today, and my wife was mentioning on election day, Monday, September 20th. We have to go to 1429 Main Street West, and that's out by McMaster. I'm thinking that's a misprint. Why do we have to go out that far?
Yeah, I think the traditional places that we normally go vote at might be too small, and they're choosing larger venues. I don't know. I would call up Elections Canada and find out where the nearest voting poll station is going to be at.
Well, that's funny. Like it gives us. Sorry, I got to turn the microphone around. It gives us, election day, advance voting, and other mail or whatever. This one, Dr. John M. Perkins Center, I looked it up on Google, and it's just over here between Kenilworth and Crossway, I guess. That's what Google said. But the address is 1429 Main Street West. And my alternate one to go to is the Anglican Church of. Sorry, I can't read that. Just up here on King Street. Weird. I wonder if that's a misprint.
Yeah, that sounds weird. I would follow up on it because normally I just go 2 blocks away to go vote. So at the Legion, I think it is, or some other banquet hall um, near here on Barton Street, just 2 blocks away. So yeah, that's interesting, Larry. Can't wait to get my card. See where they send me.
Hey, Larry, we don't go to the church across the street from this year?
No, sir. It's not on the card. I was surprised at that too, because usually it's here at the corner on the church, or it's down at the school, down in behind Sir Winston. There's another school over there somewhere down there off of Weir and Britannia. But no, nothing there. Nope. I've got 2 choices. The election day is 1429 Main Street West. Or up here at the Anglican Church, just up top across from the shopping plaza up top there.
I'm going to have to check my cards. Yeah, it's easy. You just walk up to the street, but okay, well, I'm going to have to check to see what the addresses are on my cards. All right, carry on. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. So everybody check your cards and double check where you got to go. Like I said, because of COVID, this may have changed things as to where people go vote now. So everyone that gets a card, check the location where you have to go to vote. It might be different this time.
Yeah, this one says I'm going to Coots Drive there over by McMaster. The gas station with the Tim Hortons. That's the
address. Yeah. I'd be calling somebody or typing in something. Compare notes and see what everybody else's cards in the neighborhood says.
No, I just thought I'd say something about it because I was like, that's weird. Why we gotta go to the West End? That's weird. But, well. Carry on, Chuck. It's been a fun check-in.
Check-ins with Chuck every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. here on 146.430. Okay, thank you very much. VE3LDZ. Next on the list, let's see if Flynn is done packing. VE3FJJ. Flynn, are you there?
Hello, Chuck. Yeah, it's still here. We're just mobile right now on our way back down there to my mom's new place, but I'm still here.
Yeah, right on. I got you still full strength. Doing a good job on that portable.
Ah, very good. Yeah, it's still here. So if you're doing the last call, I should be around still too. So I'll probably be in a different location.
Okay, yeah, we'll see how we can pick you up then. And we're working our way down to the gentleman, Joey there, on his portable with an antenna on top of his car. But first, let's see if Mac can give a shout out to Art, to VE3 Kilo Charlie India.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, right there. Yeah. I hear you there, Art. How's things?
And also want to give PDL happy belated birthday out there. Hope you had a good one.
Oh, where'd you go there? PDL must have stepped away. Yeah, we'll pass it along there when we hear him again, Art, for sure. Yeah, and he's not done partying. He's partying all week, right up until Saturday night.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I know. Same here. But, some people like to go until they keel over.
No, I've got about 40 something years, so it's surprising.
Yeah. So welcome to the club there, PDL, whenever you decide to come back.
Anyway, Chuck, I'm going to call 7 trees, and hope you have a good one, and I can't thank everybody out there. Take care for the weekend. Have a good one over.
Okay there, Art. You feel better, my friend. Make sure drink plenty of fluids, eat your fruits and vegetables, and it'll help your immune system for sure. Uh, so I gather that you're going to say 7-3 for tonight, and so I'm going to pass my best wishes off to you as well, there, Art.
Thank you, Chuck, and hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better. Hopefully from the results from last Monday when I got the COVID, it really did feel good. Yeah, everybody take care. Take care. Bye for now.
Okay, Art, back at you, my friend, and thanks again for taking the time out to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. That is VE3 Kilo Charlie India. Art, have a good night, buddy. Next is Deb, VA3OYL. Deb.
Yeah, they changed my voting location as well. It's probably because of COVID.
Yeah.
Go into a larger place. So, maybe 2 exits or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just playing around with a MacBook. I've always been a Windows person, and I'm trying to figure out how to transfer files from the MacBook to the Windows computer. I think I got it. So it's kind of interesting. I'm having fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've always been curious about Mac computers, MacBooks, and whatnot. And so I gather that it's a big draw for college students. That's the laptop, the go-to laptop there for certain applications that you like to, like if my daughter was in broadcasting and film and radio. And so everybody, I think, was using the MacBooks there. But now they're coming out with the Google Chromebook. Apparently, is a must-have for college and university students. It's Google is really getting up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, the MacBook, I think, is also the graphics. A lot of people like it for the graphics. But I find it easy to navigate around. I'm used to a Windows computer, but the MacBook labels everything, and it's easy to figure out. Yeah, I haven't played around with it enough. Connectivity to other things, so you can't just buy a USB dongle, memory stick or whatever you call it, and plug it in, right? Yeah, because it has, like this one has different plugs on it. This is what is it? A MacBook Air. So I find that kind of hard. Instead of just having the USB ports, maybe other Macs have the regular ports. I don't know.
Yeah, and speaking of USB, everything is going to USB-C now.
Yeah, and that's what this Mac has, is the USB-C.
Yeah, I've got a Hewlett Packard here, laptop, and it has 2 standard USB ports and one is a C. So this is pretty up to date stuff. Well, the computer's a year old, almost, and almost. And so, yeah, I've got. I had to put an adapter in so I could put my USB hub to plug in more stuff in. I had to get an adapter for the C. So now I'm gonna have to purchase some more C cables.
And I think some of the cell phones are coming out with that plug, so that'll make that easier.
Yeah, well, that's what the Samsung phone is. It's a C plug.
Yeah, so it'll integrate with the computers a bit easier. But yeah, you'll need new cables or adapters anyway. Oh well, things keep changing.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, all those thumb drives that you have, they won't fit in your laptop anymore. You'll need an adapter because everything will be C, USB C. So now they'll be selling memory sticks with USB C on it, I'll bet you, if they haven't already.
And to me, a smaller plug might be not as strong. It'll probably be flimsy and wear out quicker or break off easier.
Yeah, I like the USB slots the way they are now. They're pretty solid. But if they're trying to go smaller because they're trying to go smaller, yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yep. Oh, pretty soon they'll be implanting us and there'll be computers inside us.
They already have people like that. I saw a thing on TV where a guy had an implant so he could unlock his bike or unlock this or that, just wave his arm over it. I don't know, man.
Oh, wait on that technology for never.
Yeah, the things are huge. They're like the size of a contact C pill, and they shove that under your skin. Forget that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's technology out there that's a lot smaller than that. Like probably the military has stuff like that, right? But it'll be interesting to see the way technology goes in the next few years.
Yeah, that alien technology is about to be released more and more. So they say. That's how come we've advanced so fast in the last 100 years, or last 50 years, really 50 years, or yeah. So, anyways, however long it's been, we've advanced so fast, and we're continuing.
Yeah, and I'm the type of person who's sort of the last to catch on. I like it to advance and get out there for a few years. And some things, like I still have an old-fashioned bell line, landline. Uh, you know, power goes out, cell phones go down. I still have a phone. Yeah. Certain things like that, I'm slow to catch on to technology. But come ham radio, then I'm a little quicker to catch on to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to keep up with that. And I'm sure there are more advances coming very soon in that as well.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty exciting. If I think of my childhood to where things are now, and it's just like mind-boggling. I would have never dreamt of the technologies that exist today. It's just amazing.
Yeah. There is stuff that I thought of when I was younger that's come true. So, but yeah, some of the stuff you see now is like, wow. Nanoparticles and quantum mechanics, and oh yeah. But anyways, we won't dwell on that. It's a very, very interesting and compelling subject.
For sure. Okay, I'll let you carry on, and I'll be listening along. Hopefully, I'll be here for last round.
Okay, sounds good. Very good then, Deb. Thanks for joining us and sharing with us. VA3OYL. And I'd like to announce that we have a check-in from YouTube stream. Sean, Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Kilo India. I am entering your call in the log right now. Good evening, Sean. I don't know if you can hear us, if you have your radio on, but I'll give you a shout out, and you can check in on the radio if you like. Okay, nothing heard, but Sean is logged in. Number 13. Check in number 13 for Sean out in, where is it, Burlington? Milton. Yeah, it's Milton. Okay, very good, Sean. Hope everything is okay with you, and we'll chat soon. Okay, well, let's go to Joey, Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Romeo Kilo in the portable, in the mobile. Are you out there, Joe? Okay, nothing heard there. Well, let's go to PDL then. VE3, Papa Delta Lima.
He's a little slower coming to the radio.
Yes, I see that. Okay, very good then. Okay, well, like I said, we have 13 check-ins, and we are also streaming live on YouTube. Let's see if we can get anyone else that would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Looking for check-ins. Please come now. Okay, Sean says everything is good with him on the YouTube stream. Glad to hear that. And he cannot check in with us on the radio this evening. Okay, very good then. All right, let's change views here. Don't always want to look at my ugly mug here. There we go. Much better. Okay, where were we? Who did we miss earlier that came back there? Nobody did I see there. Let's go to the top of the list then and check on Mac and Cheese, VA3 IMW.
Well, I'm completely lost. It's already 9:30 at night. I have no idea what I'm going to be cooking for dinner. My wife is looking at me thinking that I should have already planned this out, but I'm letting myself and my family down. Oh my goodness. Oh well. I'll have to react and maybe throw some burgers on. You know, a little barbecue this and barbecue that. It smooths everything over really quickly. And that's another use for sliced garden fresh tomatoes. And I don't know if we have any of that delicious red pepper tomato soup left over, and that might be a nice, wonderful bath for the barbecued meat patties if they go take a little bath in the soup broth. That sounds delicious. Okay. Yep, taste buds are really kicking in. Oh, yeah, better swallow. Anyways, what happens at PDL? My goodness gracious. KCI goes to bed, and all of a sudden, Mr. 60 is no longer available. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Well, it's after 9 o'clock, right? Old men got to go to sleep earlier.
Yeah, something like that, or I don't know, maybe it's a diaper change time or something like that. Who knows? anyways, I understand that Saturday is the day, and Paul's expecting a lot of people to pop in and visit. So he made it really clear that I needed to come over at least for a little bit and rub elbows with you guys. So I'll be there, and looking forward to meet a few of you guys. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you, and I'm still here, but obviously you're going to come around to last call real soon. So always good to be with Chuck. Always look forward to check-ins with Chuck on Wednesday night.
Oh, you're so kind, Mac. Much appreciated. And yeah, you're right with the barbecue. You can't go wrong with barbecue, even if it's hot dogs or hamburgers, the old standby. So yeah, sure. And it's fairly quick. And the garden fresh tomatoes goes very good with that. A good pairing. Other than that, yeah, I'll gonna be looking for a ride. I think up to Paul's on Saturday because my wife has been called in to go to work on Saturday, so she takes the vehicle in. Unless we work something out, I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll have to work on transportation. Okay, Mac, thank you very much. Let's go down the list again. Who's next? Rick, I think, said goodnight, did he not? VA3AXJ, are you there? Now, he definitely goes to bed after 9. All right, let's go to George, VE3GBD.
I'm still hanging in here. Still hanging in here. Just sitting here listening, having a beer.
Ah, yes. Great idea. Okay, George. Yeah, you said your water was at 70? That's chill. You should have stirred the water a little bit first.
Hey, it was at 75. I haven't been putting the pool cover over it, so at night it drops down, right? But it's still at a nice 70 degrees. That's perfect when it's hot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I couldn't believe when our pad said that one day there his water was at 30.
Bathtub.
Yeah, that's like hot tub temperature almost in the summertime. I wouldn't want it too warm in a hot tub, man. That'd knock you out. That'd make you go unconscious.
Absolutely. No, and the thing is, we've got the sun on the pool all day. So, it's hot in the sun. Like in the shaded areas, it's, you got that little cool breeze, but in the sun, well, it's hot. So it's still comfortable to go in the pool.
So do you have a pump that runs 24/7 or no?
No, the pump we run it 16 hours. We got it on a timer, so it runs about 16 hours, then it shuts off for a bit, and then kicks back on.
Ah, yeah, timer. Good idea. Oh, okay. Very good then.
Yeah, saves us a little bit of money. We just got our hydro bill, and it was like, holy moly, uh-oh.
Yeah, with everybody's AC on 24/7 for weeks at a time. Yep.
Yeah, I know. And we've had our AC. I don't think that thing shut off for a couple weeks, just nonstop. Today we finally said, you know what, we got to shut that off, open the windows, nice breeze. But the pool, because it runs basically 16 hours,
yeah,
then shuts off and then kicks back on in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. They say between, what is it, 5 or 6 in the morning till 11 a.m. is peak hydro rates. And then from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. is low rates or daytime rates. And then from 5 till 7 is peak time. Everybody's cooking, using a dishwasher and everything else. So that's peak. And then after 7 till the morning time, it goes to low rates after 7. So that's when we do our laundry.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it because I know it kicks on at 8 and it shuts off at 10, so that's 14 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll have to start getting, where you're rationing how much you use per day, and you got a timer, so that helps. But yeah, every little bit of hydro, man. Thank God we got these lights that don't use up too much hydro. Although I am using a shop work light, the two tubes there. That's the biggest hog for hydro for lights in the house. So that's good. It's only the one thing, eh?
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Normally we keep most of the lights off in the house, but we got LED lights in there. I got LED lights in the garage. Like the garage here really don't take much power up, and other than my radio equipment.
Yeah, yeah. I think all our light bulbs are all at the most 10 watts and lower. Uh, so 7 watts to 10 watts are that's the what our light bulbs use, anyways.
Yeah, that's basically what I got. The same. They say it equivalent to 40 watt or whatever. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So right on. And of course, I've got a bunch of smart lights in the house. Just tell my smart assistant to turn them on, and yeah, I'm lazy that way. Okay, George, we're gonna run down the line here. Anything else?
No, no, that's about it. No, I enjoyed the net tonight. It was a good night. Wish more people would have keyed up, but hey, it is what it is. Beautiful night. People are out doing their thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Eh? People are out doing their thing, or um, yeah, it's finally pleasant out there. So can't blame anybody. But I do wonder what happened to Richard, though. North End Richard, VA3 VJC. Oh, he's up at his sister's, I think. Um, so yeah, it might be too far away. Okay, very good then. All right, well, let's do one more shout out and see if anybody else would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu, looking for check ins. Please come now.
P3 GNP.
Okay, heard two stations there. GNP was the strongest. Who's the other station?
P3 Rika.
Okay, we got Garnett and Rick. Let's go to Garnett. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, Chuck, fine. Just recuperating, waiting to get my car fixed. It's at the garage. It's at the doctor's.
Oh, okay. Uh, Still not fixed, eh? Do you have any idea when?
2 to 3 weeks. They gotta order in the training from the States.
Oh, got to order it from the States. Oh, okay. Well, if it's only 2 weeks, then I guess it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They said 2, possibly 3 weeks. So I'm gonna count on 3 weeks and see what happens, and hope that we get it back earlier.
So, what are you doing to get around?
I'm just kind of staying home right now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, renting a car could start getting costly for 2 weeks. It's one thing if it's an insurance claim, but when it's out of pocket, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's an option too to rent the car. I hadn't really decided what to do.
Yeah, well, until you need to go somewhere, then you're good, right?
Yes, sir.
Right on, right on. Okay, well, thanks for filling us in on that. And I'm sure if you really need something there, so somebody with a car can probably help you out.
Yeah, it's great, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, 2 to 3 weeks I we're without a car.
V3 TTO.
Yeah, okay. 2 to 3 weeks then. All right, Garnett. Thanks for checking in, sir. Anything else before we move along? And VE3 TTO, you're acknowledged.
Oh, that's good, Chuck. Thank you for being any of us on that. VE3 GNP.
All right, Garnett. Thank you, sir. Well, let's go to Rick BK, VE3 Bravo Kilo.
Yeah, good evening, everybody on frequency. Just had to give you a check in there, Chuck, and got nothing really. I got somebody waiting for me on HF, so I'm gonna make it short. And I'm glad you were asking Garnet what happened because I was interested too. So now we know. Anyway, so back to you, Chuck. VA3 CJZ, V3 BK.
Contact.
Oh, okay. We have contact there, Rick. Hang on. Go ahead, contact.
Hey, BK, just wanted to let you know that KCI was asking after you, and obviously you wanted to know if you had checked in already, so just to pass on a hey-ho from Art up on the Hamilton Mountain.
Okay, so is KCI still in there?
No, he's booked for the haystack right now, and I guess he's getting over some symptoms. It's either a mild strain of flu or maybe just the aftermath of some COVID injection type things that he's overcoming. So we'll look forward to hearing from him next week. VA3MW, back to you.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. And yeah, I've been busy the last couple of days, so I didn't really. I've been keep saying I got a phone Art, but I haven't gotten around to it. But I guess I will and see how he's doing. Anyways, thanks for that, Mac. And 73 for now. This V3BK back to control.
All right. Very good then, Rick. Yeah, I was just going to pass that along as well. Art was asking for you, so give him a call. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Okay, Rick, thanks for checking in, sir. Much appreciated. You are check-in number 15. And, 16. Because we got Richard. North End Richard has checked in from the live YouTube stream. Hello, Richard. He did say that his equipment got wet over at his sister's. Hopefully, nothing got damaged. So we'll wait to hear back from Richard on that. Next, let's go to Gary, VE3 TTO. Good evening, Gary.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and good evening to everybody on net. I'm going to need your assistance this weekend again, and IMW there, Mac there, we're going to need his help too, because our pad is going up to the cottage. So we're going to have to share the net there on the weekend if we can. Over.
Okay, and when does this take place?
I think he's going up Friday. I'll verify and I'll let you guys know. And Garnet, it's in there. Garnet, there, I heard your hair starting to get curly there too.
Yeah, I'm just waiting around.
Roger. Hey, you can borrow a scooter for the weekend, eh? You won't need a scooter.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Okay, just thought we mentioned that.
Yeah, there you go. You can rent a scooter. All right there, Gary. Hey, you got some quick numbers for everybody.
Okay, in Ontario, 656 cases. Hamilton had 103. Halton had 25. Niagara had 21. So, that gives us those areas. Toronto, very high, 158.
Yeah.
Peel, 59. York, 76. So the numbers are still up there a bit. And, we look at what's happening there. Being vaccinated is the only cure. And we see what's happening in the long run. As long as everybody's vaccinated, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. But we do have to get everybody vaccinated. And they're coming out with that new certification there that you've been vaccinated there with the provincial government, the QR codes and all that stuff. So anyway, that's about it. And let's hopefully those numbers drop. And more people getting vaccinated will help. And if you haven't been vaccinated, you got 27% more chance of getting into a hospital without a vaccine, and 42% without the vaccine getting into ICU. So those are the odds there. Anyway, just thought we mentioned those two. Anyway, you take care. Thank you for being here this evening.
Comment.
Okay, hang on there, Gary. We got another comment. Go ahead there, comment.
BA3KIX. So these numbers we're getting and hearing now, is that primarily the variation D or whatever they call it that people are getting, or they're not keeping track of that part?
It's all the COVID-19 cases there. Some of it is the D variant, and some's the other one. So anyway, if you want to learn more, go to the Ontario government website. It's all there, and just look at it for yourself there.
Roger that. Okay.
Contact.
Go ahead, contact.
Okay, Gary, Arpad said he's doing the net on Friday night. He's going to be out for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and that's the days that we got to cover. So we should get this organized now. I'm good with doing Saturday evening. I'm doing the side bin on net on Sunday night. And I do recall Arpad making mention that Huey would be a good candidate to pick up one of these 3 days. So what do you suggest?
Well, since you're going to take Friday, I'll take Sunday, and Chuck will, we can't get Huey there, then Chuck can take Monday. How's that?
Okay, so Arpad's doing Friday. I'll take Saturday. You're taking Sunday, and you're asking Chuck to take Monday.
Yeah, that seems good. If somebody's got to do something, just communicate with each other. Eh? My call sign at Gmail's the email address anyway.
Okay, Chuck, does that work for you? You got Monday, Gary takes Sunday, and I take Saturday.
Yes, sir. That works for me. I'll do the Monday shift.
Just remember one thing: the numbers may not be there for the holiday weekend because government employees don't work.
Well, it's debatable if they work during the week too. There, Gary.
Roger.
All right, not a problem. Okay, Gary. Well, thanks for checking in, sir. Much appreciated.
And thank you guys for stepping up and sharing the load there. And if we had emergency, we could do this too. It's something that we may have to operate more than 24 hours. So anyway, it's good practice. Thank you guys.
Yep, absolutely. You're right. It's good practice. Okay, that's VE3TTO Gary up on the hill. Let's go to Copetown. Let's say hello to Rick. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo India X-Ray.
Good evening, Chuck and everyone else. I'm kind of anxious to hear about the rescue up there the North Bay, how it went, and not clear on the car make. Did you say Lexus and the guy a Toyota? That sounds impossible for a Toyota. Those two-port transmission. Or can you tell me a little bit of how everything went?
Yeah, sure thing. The car is an Infinity. It's an expensive vehicle. Arpad rented a vehicle trailer made for vehicles and took his Suburban to Thunder Bay, picked up Garnett, and they made it back with no problems.
Who makes that brand of car, Infinity?
That's a good question. Who does make the Infinity car?
That's their high-end Nissan.
Ah, is that right, eh?
Junk.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, Nissan, I thought was supposed to be decent cars. The first time I heard anything negative about them, really.
Yeah, but I think there's a little bit of an issue. It's an upgraded horsepower package in there, and the transmission is not a high performance transmission for that extra horsepower, which is more than likely causing these issues.
Roger that. I had a visitor today named Foxy, a nurse, and I got ready for some stockings. My legs were a bit swollen. And I got them at Princess Auto, and they are, according to her, they're great. They were not expensive. And that was going to have issues with the comfort part, but I kind of do the things on there. I don't know, I only got one on to try it out. I wanted to compare it in a couple of days to the other leg to see if it's doing the thing. And yeah, if anybody else there has to get some stockings for their swollen feet, you might consider Princess Auto.
Yeah, at Princess Auto, you say?
Yeah, it sells like 4 or 5 different types and sizes, and they're very inexpensive compared to other places. And she thought they were really great quality and had zippers up the side, makes it easier to put them on and all that stuff. So she was impressed.
Oh, all right. Very good then. It's always nice to have a lady impressed. Okay, Rick. Well, once again, you waited till the very end there to come and join us. I still have to run through the last call list. And so, do you have anything else to share with us before we move along?
Nope, I just finished my egg salad sandwich for dinner. That's why I'm always late. I gotta eat it when she makes it. She's a late maker.
What's that? Ice cream sandwich? Oh, I love those.
Egg salad.
Oh, egg salad too. Right on.
With ice cream, of course.
For dessert.
Cream.
Okay, Rick. Thanks again, buddy. Much appreciated. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo India X-Ray. All right, before we do a quick rundown the last call list, let's see if there's anybody else out there who would like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Okay, nothing heard. Like I mentioned before, we are streaming live. If you want to hear yourselves back on the playback, just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box. We are AREG week 1459. Live at the moment, but shortly turning that off. Let's go to the top of the list and do a quick 7-3 round and start off with Mac. VA3IMW.
VA3IMW is with you, and I just splashed a couple of burgers on the barbecue. So a couple of turns and a couple of twists. They'll be ready for service in 12 to 14 minutes. Anyways, note to self, don't buy an Infinity high-end sports car, all-wheel drive. I'll tell you what, still enjoying the Volvo 2004 Volvo S60 all-wheel drive, and it's never let me down. I've taken it to the East Coast and back about 3 times, and I got nothing bad to say about them. Anyways, as usual, Chuck, Wednesday evening is always a pleasure to gather with you in this group. So 73s to you and all on frequency, and hopefully Paul is going to make it back to the radio. BA3IMW, I'll be clear.
Okay. All right. Very good, Mac. Always a pleasure to have you on the net, sir. It's always a pleasure. Okay, I got to run down the list real quick here. Let's go to the next person, George, VE3GBD.
Still here. Get ready to take the garbage out.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me, George. Actually, I got it all together just before the net started. So just gather everything up and put it to the curb. That's all we need to do now.
That's right. Yeah, blue boxes, green bin. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. And of course, now we're going to have leaves coming down and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, the cleanup's only starting. Okay, George, glad you made it this week as usual. You haven't had anybody come by at 8 o'clock in a while on a Wednesday. So congratulations. And look forward to talking to you again soon.
I know I got a chuckle of that. Nobody showed up today. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I guess everybody is starting to remember now Wednesday nights, eh? It's the net.
That's what I keep telling them. Wednesday night's my AREG. So, I'm going to be on the radio.
Yeah, there you go. All right, George. Well, you have a great rest of the week, my friend. And we'll talk to you again. And we hear you here and there on the radio anyways. So we'll talk to you again real soon. VE3GBD. Let's see if Vanya is still with us. Last call, VA3XLJ.
V3XKV.
Oh, I was just keying down. VE3XKV at 10:02 p.m. Good evening there, Bob.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net. Just thought I'd call in at the last minute here. Well, the wife and I have been busy. We put down 70 jars of tomatoes, and I've been cleaning the boat, cleaning the shed, cleaning the garage. So, been busy. And besides running back and forth to her mother's place there, she's 97 now. So it's a daily trip over there. So yeah, we've been pretty busy here, Chuck.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thanks for taking the time out to stop by here and say hello. If you're going to be around a little bit later, I have to take a break and I'll be back.
Okay, Chuck. I don't know if I'll be here, but I'm sure somebody will be.
Okay, very good then. Well, say hi to Janice for me, and you guys take care, and we'll talk again soon.
Very good, Chuck, and good evening.
Okay, good evening, Bob. Victor Echo 3, X-Ray Kilo Victor, out in Flamborough. Okay, next on the list is Larry, VE3LDZ. Last call, Larry.
Oh, good evening. Yep, still here. No, listen in. Good show, Chuck. If anybody wants some tomatoes, yeah, I've got a few still left over here, and looks like, September 1st, yeah, long weekend. Wife was reminding me, oh, we got to clean out the garden a little bit just before the winter rolls in. So I'm going to have lots of tomatoes if anybody wants them.
All right, very good. Thanks for the offer there, Larry. I know we're starting to gather up all the cherry tomatoes. We've got plenty of those, and we also have a community food bank called the Refrigerator on Ottawa Street here. And if anybody has extra stuff they want to throw in there instead of throwing in the garbage, I'm sure somebody could make good use of that. Again, that's the Food Bank Refrigerator on Ottawa Street here. Okay, thanks, Larry. Let's move along, and thank you for checking in with me. Let's go to Flynn, VE3FJJ Portable. Yeah, he must be busy unloading. Okay, let's go to Debbie, VA3OYL. Debbie, you still with us? Last call.
Short.
Go ahead, Short.
Yeah, there, Chuck. I guess I must have missed the last round there. Yeah, we had a bad accident out front of the house here, a motorcycle and a car. And the guy on the bike hurt pretty bad, but he got up and he ran, took off, eh? Cops just showed up now.
Yeah, let me guess. No license, no insurance.
Kind of looks that way. Yeah, he ran the stop sign and he was going a good clip. I guess I did about, I don't know, paid $4,000 or $5,000 worth of damage to the guy's car.
Ouch. Well, maybe it'll make the 11 o'clock news. If not, maybe the 6 a.m. news in the morning.
All right, I'll say 73s and good job, and we'll talk to you next week. We'll be clear.
Are you sure it wasn't the movie that they're making down there?
No, this is no movie. This is real.
Yeah. Is it reality or is it staged? Okay, Rick, thank you for the update. Let's go back and go to Deb, VA3OYL.
Comment.
Okay, comment. Go ahead.
Somebody can get a hold of Larry about those tomatoes?
Yeah, how do we get a hold of Larry to get those tomatoes? Rick in Copetown is asking. LDZ, are you there? Well, Rick, I guess he's gone. I'll tell you what, if you are a member of the Facebook AREG page, maybe Larry can post how to get that there when we speak to him next.
Yep, sure. Go ahead there. Yep, I'm back. Hello, I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, Rick in Copetown, VA3KIX, is asking how he can get tomatoes from you.
I don't know if he's in the neighborhood, if there's any left.
Which neighborhood?
He's near the traffic circle there in East Hamilton.
The town where the traffic circle?
The traffic circle where the car dealership is and the Tim Hortons is. Main Street becomes Queenston Road there.
Oh, the Delta then?
No. Queenston traffic circle.
Okay, Queenston, you know what that is. And what do we do then?
I don't know. I guess you get on the radio and you call out for Rick on, Larry. Probably on 146-490. I doubt you'll be doing that this evening.
No, okay. That's great. Thanks, Chuck.
Go ahead there, Short.
Yeah, I can't hear that fellow in Coketown. I believe Larry probably can't hear him either.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to figure out how to get a hold of Larry to get some free tomatoes. Anyways, using the Facebook AREG webpage is a great platform to convey information. If you haven't joined already, I suggest you do. And people can get in contact with one another. I don't know there, Rick. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Larry has his email attached to his QRZ there if you check that out.
All right, will do. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay. Well, let's try one more time and see if Debbie is with us. VA3OYL. All right. How about Joey in the mobile? VA3HRK. Next is VE3PDL. Papa Delta Lima. Let's try Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. I think he said he had to go back to HF. All right. Okay, well, that pretty much, I've spoken to everybody here. Are there any other comments or late check-ins? Please come now. Okay, well, what a night. Great night, people, ladies, or lady, and gentlemen. Tonight we got 19 check-ins. So I'm quite impressed with that. And it's now time to close this week's AREG, week 1459. Remember, in 2 weeks, it'll be the 28th year anniversary that AREG has been on the air. So I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's AREG, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week, either on the radio or on the YouTube live stream. Until then, stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. This is VA3 CJZ saying 7-3 and good night.
73 smoke break.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I shall be back on the radio in a little while.
She's still in there, Matt?